Carolina with the turnovers. They cannot play like this and get down the stretch as they're looking at their 8th win tonight. Yeah, no, I thought we'd see more from really both offenses and the turnovers, obviously.
Howdy, what's up, Kay?
Win a game, you're happy about that, you go on, but it's got to get better, there's no question. And then for Carolina, they come off of this one.
Oh man, it's gonna be a quick one. Just want to get on and say hey. It's been a few. Hopefully y'all have been good. Miss you guys. Ready for Turkey Day? Yeah. Gotta get some wine. Gotta get a side on the turkey. I gotta get turkey and ham, but other than that, pretty much everything else. I'm gonna make deviled eggs and some potatoes. But we're ready. We're ready. Good evening. What's up, Amy? What about you guys? You guys ready for your Thanksgiving? What's up, Jessina? What's up, Jessica? Anyone traveling? Having people over? What's y'all's plans? Thank you so much for the heart me. Hey, what's up, Money Cats? How you doing? Sorry, I feel like yawned it all of a sudden. What's up, Sarah? Thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the popular, Sarah. Ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas? Me too. What's up, user? Eating out for Thanksgiving this year? Nice. That's kind of different. I'm sure it'll be fun. Probably easier too. What's up, Thrillmore? Probably be way easier. So. Hey, thank you so much for the heart me. Black Bear for breakfast. What is that? Is that a restaurant? Or a place? So sorry. I don't know why. I haven't been yawning once. I don't know if it's the lights. Is it just the lights? I hit the lights and leave me yawn. Ohio State, Michigan. I know. Go Bucks. Nice. We call it Hate Week. Yeah, it's like Florida State. Is Baby Reindeer still supporting Liz? Yeah, Baby Reindeer. I think she's too deep. I don't think she can ever not. I think it's like personal. Yeah, it's like a local diner. Oh, okay, cool. You're tired? Nice. Why is Bree going so hard for you in CC? Who's Bree? Hey, late live. No, it's a late live. I'm only gonna be on I literally just came on because I haven't been on for a minute. But I'm not gonna be on too long. Probably like 20 minutes. Come home and see me fall asleep. Yeah. Well, let me finish your send out. You're good. Liz texted her this morning about what? Oh shoot! Who asked about Bree? Thank you so much for Kat for the heart me. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure C will probably. I haven't listened to it, but I heard that his dad's on it, so I'm sure. Bree, you talking about my girl Bree? I mean, she just should get my number already. We can talk off the app. I think we should need to go on a date or something. She seems obsessed. So I don't know. I don't know why she's so obsessed with me, but she is. Well, can you blame her? Liz threatened her. Oh my gosh. She'll take down the episode. That's crazy. Bree's not mentally well at all. Bree. Yeah, Bree's my type, not mentally stable. I'm just kidding. Who's Bree? Bree, is she still making videos? I haven't. She hasn't tagged me. Bree is so allegedly crazy. She would literally make a video and tag me in it and then be like, why are you commenting on all my videos? Like, why do you know? And I'm just like, you've tagged me, you've hashtagged me in all your videos. Like, yeah. Like, how am I not going to come here and see them? It's like, if you don't want me watching your videos, stop tagging me, girl. She's a little unhinged. She scares me a little bit. But I still don't know. In a weird way, after all her videos that I've watched, I don't know who's. I feel like her and Cece are on the same page. They're just talking about it from two different angles. Like I don't even know what she's mad about, to be honest. But I just troll her. Look, but don't. Yeah, exactly. There's a Bree in here. Is it her? Hey, Bree. Um. Yeah, I don't know. After watching her videos, I feel like she's anti MLM, but I thought CC was as well. So like, I don't know. What's up, JoJo? Yeah, I feel like they're both anti MLM, so that's why I'm a little confused. I thought they both didn't like MLM. Like that's what I was like. Like it's kind of like, aren't you guys? Aren't you saying what she's saying? But she's like mad. I think she's mad that she stopped talking about MLMs. Is what I'm gathering because I don't. Yeah, I cannot follow. I could not either. She really defends. Oh, she defends MLMs. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, you got me. After watching several of her videos, I could not figure out if she was for them or against them. All I know is that she does not like CC, and I'm thrown in there because this is CC's new topic, but I'll take it. I don't mind. I miss having some good trolls. It's weird having everybody like me. So, have I finally spoken to C's dad? No, I've never really spoken to him. I've kind of distanced myself from it just because I know C, and I don't know. It just, I don't know. I wish him the best, and I've tried to help him in the past, but I don't know. I've kind of I don't know what the right thing to say is, but I have distanced myself. Like I've kept my distance. I've responded to him and I've helped him. I've maybe gave him some broad information, but I've never really like talked to him on the phone. I haven't had like, only, I don't even think we've exchanged numbers. It's only been like on TikTok or Instagram. He seems nice in the interview. Yeah. I mean, I don't have any issues with him and he seems like a nice guy. I don't, their whole situation is, I've only received what I know from Lion Lizzie, which I know is not the truth, but what's up, Lori? But thanks so much for the heart, me, Lori. But I do feel like, it's been how many years? Like, how has he not filed something? Like, you could file some kind of paternity and establish. I don't know. That, I won't. To each their own, and obviously everyone has a story. I don't wanna overstep, so to speak, but I wish. Thanks so much for the heart, MK. I do hope that someone steps up for that kid because otherwise he's gonna be left to go back to either. What's up, Amber? How you doing? Yeah, I miss you guys. What's up, Kirsten? Thanks so much for the populars, K. Otherwise, if the real issue with him is that if he does not get someone to raise him or be there for him, he's going to gravitate back towards Lion Lizzie, which is going to be horrible, or her mother, and that's going to be even worse. So, sadly, I don't know what the best options are. And if he stays with Meemaw, he is probably going to end up in jail, sadly. But he can't afford it. Yeah, I mean, I'll just file something. You don't need to have like the best attorney. Just file paternity. Do you think where you are in the story with Liz is cancer people will finally listen up? I hope so, Jen, because this is the part where the cancer starts to come back again. Not that her cancer came back. Should phrase this properly. But this is the part where it becomes, brought up again and announced again. So, and I think the people that, again, why I'm telling the story from the beginning, because again, the internet was under the impression that, she basically, stage 4 was, just brought about for the internet. It wasn't anything that she manipulated or did, and the whole thing with the cancer. So hopefully people hearing it now will be open to, how that kind of came about with people and her friends from back home. Hey, thanks so much, Lori, for the fest pop. Yeah, that's probably true, Amy. Who knows? She has, yeah, that's probably true too, Lisa. You know, there's a lot of stuff. That's why I don't judge him or want to pressure him. You know, or you know, you can always somewhat question somebody, but I'm sure there's other things that are to it. Even think about C a lot. Yeah. Hey, thanks for the heart, me, Brooklyn. Yeah, my heart is always broke for him, and you know, it's kind of what I keep saying is, you know, a lot of people when this thing broke out who didn't know the situation, you know, you should feel bad for all the kids for sure. But everyone was focused on my girls and being like they're gonna be so far off and bad off. And, you know, once you hear the story, like yeah, it's a rough situation. Thank you so much, Lori. But the older kids is who I've always felt needed the most attention and help, and that would need the most attention and help. I mean, my girls, they'll need their own stuff, don't get me wrong, but they, yeah, I know, Bill. These are huge, huge formative years. What'd you miss? Not too much. I just got on Renee. I remember cancer the most. I wasn't. You were in the lymphoma group. Oh yeah, I would love to. I don't know if you have any screenshots or anything like that, but I wasn't online at that time, so I didn't. You know, again, what she did when I was home and what she posted online were, you know, like that photo of her on the couch with the bucket. Never saw that photo until a couple of years ago, but it's like, you know, yeah, when I go home, she's not wearing a headscarf. She's not laying on the couch with a bucket. You know, that photo was propped up for social media. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. It's like she literally posts two different sides. And I didn't, again, not to harp on that, but I didn't have social media. So I'm not necessarily seeing what she's posting. And then the people that were in my real life that were seeing what she was posting, you know, it's like, assume I go home and I see that. So like, why would you, you know, mention it? Be like, hey, you saw her on the couch with the bucket. You know, it's like, yeah, like, you know, they would assume I would see that. So it's like, yeah, I know it's rough right now, you know, so they don't mention it. Otherwise, I'd be like, what are you talking about? She has a headscarf? Like, what? So it's like she just totally played both sides perfectly during that time. I'm with you. Hope he's able to step up for C for sure. I hope so too, but I am. I hope so. So Doc C seeing her child and gave legal threats, and the C is seeing. Oh, really? Damn. Sounds like Chris #2 family will be up next on the pod. That's, man, when you hear his family story, that will make you all sick. That's the one that I think that I have never shared because it's their story, but what I've known about their story for a long time, obviously, and I've never shared it because it's their story. Man, their story. I don't know how to say anything without saying anything, but what she did to them is wild. CMV most affected for sure, in a different way for sure. What's up, Nicole? Yeah, exactly. I've protected them as much as I can, and the older two don't have that same protection. She still has access to both of them anytime she wants. She wants to show up once a month, she can. She wants to show up for an hour, she can. And that's so dangerous. It's so dangerous for them. Thank you so much for heart me, Jojo. Picturing her setting up that scene, I know, crazy with a bucket. All sounds like Molly spoke a little bit in the last episode, just a snippet. Yeah, I think Molly has her own. Chris #2, yeah, both baby dads' names are Chris, which again, she probably loved the fact that they both name. She just loves confusion and chaos. It's like, oh, your name's Chris too? Perfect. Now I can tell anyone I'm with Chris. I'm with my kid's dad, Chris. And people that know or don't know, she's able to, like, I swear, you know, she's able to say that and feel like she's not lying. So it's one of those things like she loves just anything else to add to confusion. But yes, they're both the first two dads' names are C. You're shocked Molly's probably speaking. I just don't think Molly has any other recourse at this point. And obviously she doesn't really trust me. She thinks I'm some horrible abuser. So where else is she gonna speak out, you know? Yeah, she has constant access to the older kids, which is super dangerous. You know, she needs supervised contact with them or and no contact. She's coming and going, showing up when she pleases, or when she's coming down off of rugs, or when she's on rugs, or when she pleases, or when she's coming down off of rugs, or when she's on rugs, or when she on or when she on. Can't she see she's lied about everything, including you? Yeah, she can, but it's so hard. I mean, I'm sure she thinks differently about me now, but I mean, she still hasn't ever reached back out. Even after speaking with Cece, that part I don't know, Sarah. I mean, I can't speak on that. Um, I mean, I know before, she did. Um, I don't know. I really don't know. I can't. I can't speak for her, but I'm sure she's mentally. I don't think she's fully out of it. I still think there's part of her that probably is still a little bit shocked. The people that are protecting them aren't. Yeah, exactly. I'm feeling okay. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I lost my voice over the weekend though, but other than that, I'm good. I need that throat coat. Yeah, I need that throat coat. But yeah, unfortunately, I do think Molly, so it's such a mental space, right? If you're told something every single day for a year, right? And then, you're told essentially it was a lie, it wasn't true. It's hard to rewire yourself to be like, oh, that, I guess I don't know. It's hard to really speak on that, but like, maybe you're like Rachel. Like, Rachel thought I was this person for a long time. And then, like, one day you're just like, oh, no, this was all a lie. Like, is it instant? Like, hey, what's up, Samantha? Like, is that an instant feeling? Or do you still feel like weird about that? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think with her if she's ever told me, but she never, I mean, other than him being in jail, but like, we didn't really talk about him. So it wasn't like a thing that was ingrained in my head about any of them. I'm trying to think in her life. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to call clarity. Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure it will. Like, once again, once you get the truth on a lot of things start to make sense and clarity happens. Again, what happened with me, and again, not to harp on like therapy or not, but like once I got all the answers to every scenario, I got so much clarity, and I got so much like, yeah, this still sucks. Like, somewhat of like, what's the point? But with that clarity and the answers, everything started like clicking and making sense. I'm like, oh, well, that's why she did this. That's why she did that. That's, so everything started to really, make sense from my perspective. So that's why it really, I had a lot of healing with that because, again, once you get the truth, a lot of times, whether you want to, whether you accept the truth or don't accept it or like it or whatnot, that's a whole other scenario. But once you get the truth, you can at least start to put the pieces back together and be like, okay, this all makes sense now. My life's in shambles still. I got to get out of it. But at least I have answers and I can start to, move on. Because I think that's the hardest thing with therapy and moving on is when you don't have answers, people don't move on, and you can't really move on until you get clarity and get answers to questions. And fortunately, I was able to get all those. Did you see CC's last post? I did not, but someone I think just talked about it. You just binged your page for 2 days. Hey, awesome, Grace. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope I'm okay. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. Yeah, knows the worst. Yeah, and then you make up stuff, right? When you don't have answers, you start to make up answers. And that's where you get in trouble because either, hey, what's up, Hillary? Making up answers is a big problem, right? You can make up things and then you go really crazy, or you can make up who's cooking Thursday. I'm going to do some cooking on Thursday. I'm probably gonna do Wednesday. Last year I made a pizza. I think I'm gonna make another pizza, but on live on Wednesday night. I think Wednesday is gonna be our like pizza tradition night. I'm gonna do way better than last year because last year I made it from scratch. I think I'm gonna just get the pre-made dough and do it that way, so it's not as crazy. But Wednesday I might do a pizza live cooking. Do it live. Okay, yeah, I will. I will. So, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. And when you don't have those answers, you will make up answers, and sometimes those answers lead you down a path of like, I won't say danger, but stuff that's like just not healthy. So it's like getting answers, true answers, not the lies. It's like sorting through all the bullshit. And fortunately for me, I didn't have to talk to her, right? Again, I got receipts, actual receipts. Hey, Shenanigans, thank you so much for the heart me. I got actual receipts on everything. So when I go ask her a question, I already knew the answer. So when she lies to me, I'm like, cool, sweet. Keep going with that story, sweetheart. Like, I already know. So fortunately, I never really, had to, I'd constantly like fact check her. It's like I have the damn receipt in my hand that you bought, a Tampa Bay Buccaneers jersey, large for a man's jersey. So you weren't in Tampa in the West Shore Mall at whatever time, Dick's Sporting Goods, because the receipt had nope, wasn't there. Okay, cool. Just curious. And then that's when she spun. And that's when she blamed Aaron. She goes, Aaron's giving him all this information, right? Because she's so stupid. So she blamed Aaron. She goes, Aaron's talking to him. She was so mad at Aaron because she never knew how I knew this stuff. It's like, nah, I had the receipt. I have you at Dick's Sporting Goods, spending the money, what you purchased, and going to the game, right? So she never figured that out. She knows now, but she thought I got all my information from Aaron. She thought Aaron was blabbing behind her back. So she would get so pissed at Aaron. But I would test her. I mean, I had the receipt in my hand. So 5:45. I mean, I wouldn't be that specific, but I'm like, so around 5 in the afternoon, you weren't at, Dick's Sporting Goods, didn't buy anything. No, nothing. I was coming back from a funeral, whatever. And then I was like, oh, you don't have a parking, you weren't in a parking garage? I had a parking receipt. I forgot, I didn't tell this story because it was kind of crazy. But that same night that she went to the football game, with Dave, and I found the receipt. I found a parking garage ticket for her parking. And I said, so I presented her that. I said, what about this parking? I said, we're at this parking garage? She goes, oh, my friend got so drunk at the game. They couldn't drive home. They called me at 1:30, whatever time it said, to go pick them up. And I go, You didn't mention that the first time though, did you? So I caught her in so many lies, and I was able to really have all the answers. I didn't have to rely on her lying to me. Because guess what? You ask a pathological liar for the truth, they're just going to fucking lie to you, no matter what. So, hey, how much money did you get from Gary? $5, $5,000, $500, I got no money, or he paid me. So essentially, I don't have to guess, right? This goes back to I don't have to go sit and lay down on someone's chair and be like, I don't know what she was doing on Sunday night. She told me she was tucked away at, whatever, her mom's friend's house. She was sleeping. I didn't have to guess. I didn't have to listen to her tell me bullshit lies. I knew where she was. I had the damn I had the actual, legit timestamp receipts. And that goes for all the shit. And it's so freeing and peaceful. It sucks. It's like, this is annoying and sucks. But I never had to even guess where she was. And the other half of the time, even though she blocked me on social media, I made a burner. So the other half of the time when I didn't really know where she was, she'd post on social media like a dumbass. So I had all of her, it was stupid, but I have all of her time. I was way too nice dealing with her, but that's because I had children. If I didn't have children, with her, I wouldn't even need to deal with any of that stuff. I probably wouldn't have gave her the time of day. I probably would have been able to just see ya. But with the kids, I had to look, I mean, I was a certain way. I didn't have to necessarily, fake it and look a certain way. But with kids, you do have to look a certain way, right? I couldn't, throw her shit all over the yard. Again, I'm in Florida. Did I want to lock her out? You don't live here no more. Throw all her shit all over the front yard and do all that? Yeah, of course. But it looks a certain way, right? Is everyone delusional here? How's this benefiting your children anyway? The truth. The truth always benefits everybody, Carolyn. The truth. I don't know. Maybe you're not familiar, but the truth benefits everybody. The truth always benefits everybody. What sport would you play if you were athletic? Me? I am athletic. What do you mean if I were athletic? I'm super athletic, and I played golf, soccer, and tennis. I lettered in all three of those sports in high school. I'm super athletic. I was I was in the top two at golf and tennis at the same time at my high school. And I was on my school soccer team starter. So I'm very athletic. Thank you very much. Yeah, how is this benefiting the children? Being honest. Anytime you can be honest with anyone, let alone children, it's a win for everybody. Are you good with lying? Do you have kids, Carolyn? Do you lie to them? What do you mean the truth? It's one-sided of the story. No, have you not been to her page, Carolyn? She said everything that I'm sharing on my page in my story is true. So it's not one-sided. Are you new here, Carolyn? Is Carolyn new? Carolyn's new. Hey, I'm Carolyn. I'm 28. Oh, you're from Canada. Oh, that makes more sense. We love Canadians here. Canadians, I'm French Canadian myself. Canadians, we're a little weird. I got you. But yeah, it's, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt because you're Canuck. But maybe if I talk in your language, some poutine. Grade 3. As a Canadian, we don't claim her. Canadianized Carolyn, the Canadians as a form. Now we're discriminating cultures. I don't know who's discriminating cultures. Hey, what's up, Ashley? I have a ton of Canadians in here. Like I said, I have French Canadian heritage as well. We love Canadians here. Does that to you? Yeah. But no, I'd be a little embarrassed for you, Carolyn. And, how this benefits my children is the truth. And again, you can say it's one-sided, but I have all the receipts. The story I'm sharing is the facts and how it happened. And again, if you're not sure, actually, you should leave the video, but I have the clip still where she basically admits I am telling the truth. So, could I lie and have it more favorably, to myself? I could, but I don't. Why do I feel the need to tell strangers over and over, though? Well, these aren't strangers. This is my community. I talk to these people 4 or 5 times a week, couple hours a night. They're not strangers. They're strangers to you, but they're not strangers to me. I know a lot of them. She must have diarrhea from all the tins. What? You know about Carolyn? Jumps in the box, girlfriend. Oh. Yeah, I know a lot of these people. So, in the club, we all fam. Yeah, and people ask questions and I answer them. What's it to you, Carolyn? What's it to you? What's it to you, sweetheart? What's it to you? Like, why is it bothering you? Play We Are Family. We are fam. No, Carly. Dude, the Office, I don't want to get into it. The Office is a waste of space. Soon. Unsure how to jump in a box We figured you probably don't know how to jump in a box. We're here for the truth. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are here for the truth. And, unfortunately, a lot of people like you are misinformed. And that's why I'm here most nights. I have not listened to episode 2 yet. A lot of people like you are misinformed. And that's why I am here most nights answering questions over and over again. Because people like you, it still hasn't gone through your little tiny skull. But that's because, well, never mind. Carolyn, we won't go there. Don't go there. People are just finding out. A lot of people are just finding out. Yeah, for sure. We're all family. There's always that one loud wrong relative. Yeah, Carolyn. The 18-minute episode was diabolical. But it was a sad one. Yeah, I heard they're really short, which I'm surprised they don't have them longer, to be honest. They got so much content. I know, right, Kirsten? Wish my dad was in a position to have TikTok and community back then. Yeah, honestly, it's weird. I didn't really know I would have a community and people would come together, but I'm so thankful for it, and I love my community, and that's why I do go live, most nights and talk about it over and over again. Carolyn is blinded, and you feel sad. Carolyn is very blinded. Carolyn honestly probably doesn't even know the story. She tried to reach out. Yeah, I guess I saw that. I guess she tried to reach out. Unfortunately, there's people like Carolyn who just have no idea. You've seen her take accountability? Really? Well, I haven't. And I'm here all the time. What do you tell you about her? I don't have to tell them anything. There you are. What's up,
Hello.
Carolyn? So let's just start off. Are you new here?
I briefly seen you.
Oh, briefly. So you don't really have any, do you have any facts?
I've been on Reddit reading about it, but that's pretty much it.
Gotcha. Do you have any questions?
Not really.
Do you know it all?
I don't know it all, but I have a good idea.
So how does this bother you?
It bothers me in a way that your children are going to grow up and see you crap talking their mom.
Do you think that, do you know that she doesn't claim them? Do you know she tells them that they're from
That doesn't mean they're not, that's not their mother, though.
Do you think that's going to hurt my children?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So do you think me correcting that for them to hear one day is important for them?
I think that you should remind them that even though she may have done some bad things, it's still their mother.
She doesn't claim them. Should I tell them that she loves them when she doesn't?
You should say that your mother, yeah, you should say that their mother loves them.
Why would I lie to them? I want to teach my children love. Shouldn't they know what love is? Why would I want my kids to think that this is love?
You can say their mother is sick, but she does love you.
Why is she sick? What do you mean she's sick?
Mentally.
Is she going to get better?
She can, if she works on herself.
Okay, but can I control that? Is that going to happen? Should they think one day that she's going to get better?
Well, you can hope. You can give them hope.
Why? Why would I? I mean, why? I mean, that's
because you want to give them love. Love is not linear.
That's not love. That's not. The thing is that I don't want my children to grow up and think that this is love. They should not think that someone abandoning them, leaving them, is loving them. Because then they're going to relate that to their relationships. They're going to say, well, my mom loved me and she left me. So this person is doing the same thing. That must be love.
So what are you showing them by doing this?
I'm showing them the truth. I'm showing them that. Are you aware of the things she said about me online?
I have.
So do you think I want my daughters to ever think I've done anything like that to a single woman a day in my life, let alone, as you say, their mother?
Okay, but it goes both ways.
No. Let's start with this way. Let's start with this way first. Why would I want my daughters to ever think that I've done anything like that to anyone in my life, let alone their mother? Why would I want to think that?
Because you can correct that. You can say, I did not do that.
I am. I'm telling the whole story. So they'll be very clear. They'll know that was never done.
Okay, I understand that.
Yeah.
But I think that there comes a limit to how much you share.
What have I shared that you think is crossing a line?
I think just saying I don't know. I think saying too many, like, I don't know how to word this. Just you're having too many adult conversations with the children
How do you know what conversation I've had with them?
because you just said that you don't want them to think something that's not true. So you're having those conversations.
No, we talked about if they want to know what love is, I will tell them that this is not love, but we don't speak on that. They don't say that, well, actually, they bring it up to me about, where she is and different things like that. But, as far as the conversations, me going on live, these are not these are different conversations that I have with people on live that I have with them.
Yeah, of course, but I'm trying to say that there's going to be a time when they're going to see what you've said.
I have nothing, there'd be nothing I would ever tell them or be ashamed of. I would tell them everything I did was for them, to protect them, to make sure that they know how much I love them, and to make sure that they know everything that I'm doing so that they could have a much better life than they would have otherwise.
Okay. Well, what about when they ask, well, why did you talk about our mother that way online?
Well, your mother said that I was abusive towards her.
And so you became abusive back?
How is me telling the truth about her abusive? No, that's wrong.
Well, no.
You think telling the truth is abuse?
No, I'm saying that it's not truthful of you to say mean things about her character.
Like what? What have I said that's mean things about her character? I've only said the truth about her.
Yeah, there was something you said in the beginning of when I joined this, but I can't remember. But anyways, it doesn't matter. What my father taught me was even if there are problems in the marriage,
We're not married. We're divorced.
Okay, and when there was a marriage.
Yeah, we didn't do any of these things. This is all post divorce.
That's okay. Anyways, it doesn't matter. My parents got divorced as well. My father was trying to say that when there was ever a disagreement, we never knew about it because my dad didn't talk about it. And when he did talk about my mom, he would say, your mother always loves you. And
was your mother around?
Not really, no.
Do you feel like your mother loved you?
I know she doesn't now.
Okay. But do you think your dad did you a disservice by telling you that she loves you?
No, I don't.
Okay. I think that's different parenting techniques. I think that technique gives you hope. It leaves you waiting around for your mother who now did not love you. So I think that maybe it's hard to hear that, but maybe your dad should have had a little bit more tough love. Again, I'm not going to judge his parenting, but at the same time, he wasn't honest with you. He knew your mother didn't love you, and you had to find that out on your own.
But the difference is my mother, okay, wait, let me try and organize my thoughts for a second.
Yeah, perfect. I love this stuff.
Yeah, me too. I'm kind of healing my inner child.
Yeah.
So, okay, so growing up, my dad was the parent who was like softer, kinder, soft-spoken, quiet. And my mom was very boisterous, very loud. She filled up a room. And my mom was constantly bad-talking my dad, constantly saying he was a terrible man. He did nothing for us, never provided. And now that I'm older, I can see that my mom was projecting a lot of her insecurities onto my dad because my dad did everything around the house. He did the laundry, he did the cooking, he did the cleaning. And then every time he did that, my mom would say, oh, it's not done correctly, it's not done right. And so he stopped doing it, he stopped working. Yeah. And then that is why my mom started saying, oh, he does nothing, he doesn't do this. But when you push people so far to pass their breaking point, they physically cannot continue doing those things.
I think that's well said, and I can't relate any more to that than what you just said. That's how I felt. You do know when this all happened, this has been, I stayed silent and for a long time, even before the viral stuff. I reached my breaking point in January of this year. I didn't even share my story. I was obviously present and had, a page and talked about it, but I never shared my story from the beginning until January when she kept going. And then she said that she was going to call the FBI because I was in emails, which I wasn't, and got everybody on her even for, I just said, you know what, I had enough. I reached my breaking point of am I being a good dad? Am I doing the right by my daughters by letting her run this narrative? She's trashed my name online almost forever, where I don't know if I can even be on here every damn night to even correct it. She's destroyed my name all on lies. And I said, no, my daughters are never going to have to Google or look up or ever have to know who I am through other people. I can let other people tell my story, like their mother, who is a pathological liar, self-admitted, not saying anything about her or her character. She admits to being a pathological liar. I can let Mama Knots, the Robbie Harveys of the world, I can let other people tell my story and my character and have my daughters grow up and know what they hear online and see online and be like, question and be like, is that, why didn't you ever? So I like your dad. I reached a breaking point. I said, my daughters are never going to grow up and ever question anything that I did. I will tell this story from the very first day to the very last. And that's what I'm doing. And if you watch the story, which I encourage you to listen to, and again, it's not just me, there's a whole podcast of other victims that are being shared. And I'm sharing that story. And I don't have any regrets about it.
That is very commendable. Do you ever think that there will be a time where you both can just remove yourselves from social and handle it privately?
No, because this is the thing is that there's two sides or there's two parts to this, right? This is not my world. I would have loved to never have been here. I don't care about social media. The problem is that you're dealing with somebody who is a liar and never going to stop. So like you have to understand is like I'm a cordial, normal person. I would love to handle it offline. I'd love to handle things privately, but it can never be done that way now. She crossed that. She knew what she was doing, crossing those lines. She knew, and you can't go back. And I knew we couldn't go back either. But it's also different that I have 100% custody of my daughters. It's not like we have 50-50. It's not like we need to communicate. We don't have anything. We're done legally. We're divorced. I have full custody. So like we don't even need to communicate. Like it's not even like a 50-50. Like, she picks them up on the weekends.
Oh, but well, that's good, I guess. I just don't see the point in airing out dirty laundry then.
Yeah, I would love not to, but unfortunately, in order to tell the story, you got to tell the whole story. And
True.
I've done everything possible to not talk about this, right? I hope that she would just do the right thing and come forward and stop it. But again, you're dealing with somebody like her who's, she's not going to ever stop. She'll never stop. She'll always scam, and it's just who she is.
I'm just a little bit confused though, because I do see her taking accountability and admitting where she went wrong. But like with my dad's case, he never publicly shamed my mom. It was always my mom publicly shaming him, and he stayed silent and in the background.
Like on social media?
Yeah. And so it's just confusing to me to see you publicly posting this stuff and saying all of this, and
I think
I don't see her attacking your character like that.
Well, she already did. She lied about my name for months.
But I've
and
seen
months.
all of her videos and I've never once seen that.
Well, then I don't know what to tell you because it's there. I mean, she deleted them all now, but there's endless videos. She even made do you know she made a podcast to talk about me?
Yeah, I did see that, but I didn't see the part where she.
And they're all lies. They're not even true. I mean, she went and made a podcast. She went on her page. She even posted our wedding photos. I've never shared a wedding photo. She posted our wedding photo acting like she was unhappy the day we got married. When I have all the photos and she has the photos that she selected where it wasn't the case. So, I mean, just because you're not paying attention to what she's saying doesn't mean she's not saying it, number one. Number two, with your mom, did her video have like 100 million views on it? Does she have 400,000 followers bashing him?
No, it didn't go like viral. Like my parents are older and
So this went viral, right? And she had 8 months, 10 months that I allowed her to run her mouth for. She had 10 months to zip it and be quiet, right? She said her lies, and I didn't want to go back and forth. Even after she lied about me, again, she went viral in May of last year, and I didn't start telling my story until January of this year. So like she had till May until December to even slow it down, back it up. All she did was go on podcasts, Corey Miles podcast, talk about me, lie about me, SADV, create a podcast to lie about me, SADV, and to on her page to her 400,000 followers, along with Mama Not, who has over 13 million followers, say horrible, heinous things about me. At some point, I have to defend myself and clear my name and assure people that this is not who I am. I'm dealing with the worst of the worst. When this is all said and done, when the documentaries are made and you realize that she is one of the worst people you'll ever encounter and see, like you'll understand what I've done is nothing compared to what I could have done as far as going after her, attacking her, or being mean, or doing all these other things. I've tried to do this in a way that's always done with the girls in mind and protecting them. And that's truly, how I think about every scenario.
Uh, I just kind of think that could have been all said and done in maybe 2 videos. It didn't need to be like.
Have you seen it?
But like, no, I mean, like you could have raised awareness with one big video. You
I
didn't.
did. I made one big video and I said, hey, she's fake cancer. She's stolen money. She wrote a bad check. My response video was my big video, and I was done.
But now there's a whole page created about it.
Right, because she kept going. She
But
kept
you're
going.
going as well.
Right, I'm telling my story. I said I'm telling my story from start to
And
finish
she
now.
can't tell her story?
She's welcome to. She's already told her story, and they've all been proven to be lies.
And yours is proven to be truthful?
She said it from herself. She even made a video and said everything I'm saying is true.
But it's he said, she said. That's why.
No, it's not. I think you just gotta watch. The thing is that you haven't watched the series. I don't even post he said, she said. I'm posting, like I was talking about earlier, I literally have a receipt of her at a football game with her boyfriend, literally like timestamped. That's not he said, she said. I legit have receipt on receipt. I have her emails where she forged and faked emails. So I mean, at the end of the day, like, this is the whole point of my story is I did not want it to be he said, she said. Nothing I say cannot be backed up with proof.
Okay. But I guess I just don't understand what your end goal is then.
My end goal is to share the whole story. So that way people like yourself I don't want you, people like you who saw the part of the story and don't pay attention. If you care enough to listen and watch it, you'll have no doubt in your mind. Just like all the people in here that you're saying all these things, if you truly watch the story, when you get done with it, you'll have no doubt in your mind what side to be on or what I'm saying.
But I
And
don't
like,
want to choose sides, and I don't have enough time in my day to go through someone else's life.
right, exactly. So then why project your feelings onto me? Why you come in? Like that's the whole thing is like, if you take the time to come in here, ridicule my parenting when you don't know anything about my life. You don't want to watch the stories that I put on there to show you that I've been professional. So it's like you don't want to take the time, but you also want to be hypocritical about how I present it and how I do it. So it's like you can't do it both ways. You either gotta move along with your day and support whatever it is. Hey, however they're handling it must be how they want to handle it. If you want to give your 2 cents, do the research.
But you also can't acknowledge the fact that what happens when your children approach you unhappy about this.
About the truth. I mean, if they're unhappy about the truth, then that's something that we'll have to talk about. But I can't imagine anybody, my kids, do you have kids?
I do.
I can't imagine any kid, just like the story you mentioned with your dad about your mom, right? I can't imagine any kid is going to be mad about hearing the truth. Now, if it's a lie or a manipulation, yeah, totally different conversations. I'm talking about truth, right? Truth, facts. When you have real facts and real truth, how is anyone going to, let alone a kid, how is a person ever going to be mad about being honest and the truth? I mean, disagree? You think it's better to lie?
No, I think it's better not to involve a whole country.
I think it's better. I think it's better not to have involved any of this stuff. But again, just like your parents, like you're not dealing with someone sane. I mean, not like your parents, but like you're dealing with two different entities, right? I can be cordial, sane, and doing all these things, but you have someone like her who's unreasonable, insane, who's never going to actually come to the table and use logic. She will only. I can't describe her. Um, you know, she's just a person that she's never gonna do things the right way. She doesn't care who she hurts. Look, she has kids. She has 4 kids, and she doesn't do anything the right way with any of them.
I guess, but I would say that's your interpretation.
I mean, there's nothing to interpret. She's, I don't know what to. I
But
guess
you're assuming that of her, like
I'm assuming what out of her.
that she's unstable, unfit. Like,
What do you mean?
are you a doctor?
She abandoned her dogs in February. She left her dogs, right?
Well, how do I know this? I don't live there.
What? Well, there's a DCF report, not DCF, but animal control report. It's on the Hillsborough County website.
I guess.
Yeah. So the rover sitter contacted me. So at the end of the day, our situations are very different, and unless you want to do the research and look into it, it's hard for me to really. It's hard for you to even relate to my situation,
Oh,
because you
yay.
don't know my situation. But I encourage you, just watch the first 20 episodes. They're not long, and just look for yourself. I mean, you do know she faked cancer, right?
Yeah, I know pathological liars. I can't help it.
Do you know she's been evicted 4 times this year?
Well, that sucks, but it's not.
Do you know she didn't see her oldest son on his birthday this past, May? Was it May? What month was that?
His birthday was in July.
July, okay. So she didn't even see him. She just left him there alone. She abandoned him and then didn't even see him on his own birthday.
Trust me, no one wants to really be here, but she can only blame herself for continuing this story and continuing this narrative to a point where I had my back against the wall and I had no other choice but to share it.
Do you know that in May that she filed a police report against a different ex-boyfriend of hers? And then because I'm assuming because she was trying to get him to do something, we have no idea why. But then the next day she called the police department back and then filed another report saying that Andrew filed the police report on her behalf. So she's still to this day, to this year, doing things and then accusing him of stuff. Do you know in December she called the police department and said that he SA'd her when he hasn't seen her in months? They didn't even call Andrew. He just got a copy of the report, but they didn't believe anything she said. They didn't call her. They didn't call Andrew. I mean, they didn't look into it. They didn't, because
if she's so horrible, why isn't she arrested?
because she has things. The FBI has cases against her. They've called Andrew, they've called her sister, they called her dad, they called her mom, they called Rachel, they called Jordan. Not only just called, but they've interviewed them in person. They've called McKay. They might not have called McKay. I don't want to make things up, but everyone else I just said, they've for sure called. And I'm sure plus some, that's just the ones that I'm 100% sure about. The FBI is actively investigating her. The FBI did get into her email. That's a whole nother thing. The FBI did a subpoena, got all her email records and everything. She admitted that. She admitted herself the FBI is investigating her. This is not just she's a piece of shit mom, but she's also that's I mean, you can be a piece of shit mom and not go to jail, but she does have things going on that's going to end her up in jail. And then she's also a piece of shit because who lies about SA? People actually get SA'd every single day, and she's the kind of person why other women aren't believed. And it's not, and like you were saying, and I'm not coming at you, I'm just don't like her, so my tone is only because of that, not because of you personally or anything like that. So don't take offense. But like you were saying, like, well, how do I know that? Well, if you don't have the time to look into anything, that's fine. You don't have to. There's a billion people in the world. Not everyone's going to look into it, but then just stay out of it. If you don't have time to look into it, then how do you have time to join Andrew's live and like add your 2 cents in with no knowledge behind it?
I'm just asking questions. That's all I'm
No,
doing.
I'm not. Again, I understand you are, but then when he asks you questions back, you're like, well, I don't have time to look into it. Well, if you don't have time, you must have time. You're here in his live, like telling him that, like basically insinuating that he shouldn't be doing this, but you don't really know what he's been through to say that.
I think I just don't like seeing it continuously popping up on my feed.
Then block him.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to block someone for no reason.
Well, is it no reason? You just said you don't want to see it.
I just don't know why it keeps popping in my For You page.
Because you haven't blocked him.
Well, I think there's a reason. I think it's calling out to you to look into.
maybe.
I mean, it's also everywhere. It's not just Andrew. Like it's Rachel posts, CC posts. There's a million other pages. There's Eminem, Megan, and
my buddy Bree. She's posting me all the time. She's obsessed with me.
oh my God, stop with that. Don't even talk about her. I looked that girl up a little more, like not in detail. I just look up her username, and she's been posting about CC for like 4 years now, but she's had like the same 8 views since then. Like I'm
favoriting them.
At least you've built up, like in the past year, she's like 8, 10, 8, like her views are just stagnant.
I'm trying to get her some momentum.
It's not working.
But yeah, so anyways, that's my only take on it is, from what I've been through, I think if you took the time and saw what I went through, you would probably be like, I'm not doing enough. And, in reality, I feel bad for your situation. It sounds like it was pretty rough with your dad, but it sounds like you could relate to my girls and relate to my situation and understand.
Yeah, my parents are deaf, so their communication sucks.
Okay, well, I mean, that's a moot point. That's not necessarily...
Well, it's just background information, I guess.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not saying I don't care. Like, I feel for you for that. I'm sure it's, I'm sure they do great, but I'm sure it's hard for you sometimes. But that's besides the point. It's not related to Andrew, or the point of the conversation, I guess.
Do you have any other questions?
I guess not.
Well, I appreciate you coming on. I really do enjoy these type of conversations. So I really do appreciate you coming on and just engaging. I've had people come on here and they just start yelling. I had a girl come on here for 30 seconds, just start screaming, and we don't engage or talk. So I really appreciate that and respect that so much. So I thank you for coming up here and having a little conversation. So I hope you have a great night. And if you do, check it out. And in a couple weeks, if you come back in, please say hi and let me know your thoughts.
I do have one last thing. I'm having a little bit of a panic attack right now because a lot of your commenters are just very, very much.
I'll be honest, when I have a guest on, I don't look at chat. I haven't even seen what they said. What are they saying?
But
yeah, I briefly looked and I wish I didn't.
I mean, I didn't read. I'm sure I've missed some, but for the most part.
Love you, Carol. People just say bye.
Oh, thank you.
People were just saying block her or get her off.
Gotcha.
Like, don't waste your
Just
breath.
mean things.
Well, honestly, you put out what you get, right? They saw you kind of coming in here being a troll, and hopefully after they hear our conversation, maybe they'll understand where you're coming from, and hopefully now, kind of just having that open dialogue.
At the end of the day, I think we all care for the children, and it's about the children.
For sure, yeah, and I hope that's
what matters.
And I hope that you see that and understand that, and that's really what a lot of these people, I will say, that are my community and follow me, we're like you, would come in here and be haters and say things, and then they actually sat and listened, and then they're like, oh my gosh, oh wow. So like, a lot of them are not, you know, we're Liz supporters, and we're definitely not far off from your stance.
Well, I appreciate that. Thanks for talking with me.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope you have a great night.
You as well.
Thank you.
What a welcome back this was.
Yeah, well, you stopped in, huh?
Well, yeah, I had a couple drinks, so.
Oh, there you go. Honestly, I really like that. I appreciate that. I don't know if you guys remember like a month ago when that person came on and they just screamed for like 30 seconds and they wouldn't let me talk. And
Is that the one I blocked? And make it kick
yeah,
off the live? That was so
yeah.
fun.
So, I mean, like, you know, I really do appreciate, I don't mind talking to the baby reindeers, talking to Carolyn, talking to people
Hi,
who,
guys.
you know, come from a different perspective. Like, I
Oh, this
don't
is my
mind
live
talking.
now.
Is it? Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That was rough. Yeah, I mean, it's just rough because, you know, again, you're talking with somebody who hasn't watched anything. They just see someone on here and they relate it to bashing and they feel a certain way, right? And she has her own personal history and trauma, you know? And so it's something that I was screaming at her, she didn't even know. Yeah, Nikki was going crazy.
It takes a certain IQ to be able to see a situation from the outside and understand that you don't actually know everything about it and not put your own feelings or personal experience into it. And not everybody has that IQ.
Yeah, it's tough, but I think she could because I mean, it sounds like even the part where she's like, "Oh yeah, my mom," and then I realized she didn't love me, and it's like, yeah, I mean, you know, it's something you got to find out on your own, but at the same time, like that, you know, should your dad have maybe could he have handled that differently? But everyone's their own. I'm not gonna judge anyone, but you know, as far as you know, Monday morning parenting, but I think she can relate to the situation a lot more, and I think as she were to look into it, I think she would realize, you know, where those similarities like lie.
I'd say it's emotional intelligence, not IQ. Yeah, Amanda, I was just being a shithead.
You never comment if you have info. Yeah, I mean, I will say it is. You know, my lives aren't necessarily. That's what's tough about my lives, right? If people go in battle, you can kind of pop in and say hi or whatever. It's like, yeah, I mean, the people that follow me in my community here, like, it's hard for someone to come in here and say something without the community getting upset, you know, as a whole, because it's like, you guys have taken the time, you have done the research, you guys have looked into these things. So when you have someone come in here and say something either wrong or just totally off the handle, it's like, yeah, they will feel somewhat attacked, but that's because we have spent the time. We have looked into this. You guys aren't here by mistake. You're not here because like I'm just some, you know, this off the jump. This wasn't like I was so charismatic. People were like, oh, I'm just gravitating. It's like,
That's how I got here, actually.
well, I figured. You know, how did you feel? But you and Bree. But you know, at the end of the day, the people that I
think
have,
me and Bree feel the same way about you.
exactly.
Mutuals.
Yeah, Jerry too. So it's like you got people here that are supporters of me that are like diehards now because they've been on the other end of it, and not the other end like that, but the other end of like supporting her and then realizing like, oh wow, this isn't. So like I built this community from, you know, I won't say proving people, but showing people the truth, and a lot of them have flipped over. So like when people come in here, it is hard because a lot of the supporters were some of my biggest haters at first and took the time. We got a little cult going on here. Yeah, we do. I love it. Nothing wrong with a little cult.
Who said that?
A little healthy cult.
Is Crystal a shithead or is Crystal a real
I
person?
have no idea. I'm just
She's just a girl and her dog having fun.
You can relate. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate you. We're ride or die. Yeah, and you guys are, and I appreciate that. And again, it's because you guys have put the work in on whether that's seeing it or again supporting her and then realizing the situation and then pulling is it a 180 or 360? I think we're still in debate on
Well,
that.
360, it's a full circle, so you come back to where you are.
It's a full
So,
turnaround.
no, that would be a 180, like flipping. 360 is you start and come back where you started, which means you
Once you
haven't
see it, you
changed.
can't. Once you see it, you can't unsee it for sure.
It's
So
okay. We're gonna give Andrew geometry lessons while we're here.
I don't know. It's
They didn't teach that in eye doctor
We
school.
voted. What are we gonna see? I forgot. I know. I still stand on. Oh yeah, we did say it was a 180, didn't we? Not a 360.
No, we don't. We don't. We do like
Opening,
Kool-Aid, but just drinking it like actual Kool-Aid, not, you know. I like Kool-Aid at least.
you see
No,
the
no murder. I don't like blood.
opening cake mix with your teeth is kind of diabolical.
While you're crying, fake
Yeah,
crying.
I take the size of Ashley Angel on TikTok. I definitely get defensive now for sure, John Marie. That's what I was trying to relate to. Is like a lot of the people that were some of my biggest haters that were outspoken or made videos. You know, again, once like shenanigans. Like even I don't know if she's still in here, but like she made videos about me. But I don't know. I don't know what the right word is. Like I was like not always bothered. I just feel like Shanigan always had a good place. So I feel like once you got the information, like it would be good, you know?
You
Can I
can
post
tell
this?
when
Yeah, I'll
people
post
post,
this.
you can tell if they are
While I'm
posting
not
from a
watching.
place of understanding or trying to understand, or they think they understand, versus like certain people, they just like Yellow, for example. It doesn't matter what you say. You could say that LIZ murdered somebody. Can you say murder? I don't know why I spelled LIZ, but then said the word murdered.
Murder.
Anyway, you could, and then people would just be like, well, she was pushed to it. Like, or she, like, they were just, you can just tell the difference in the kind of, when someone is like actually listening to hear, or someone's just talking just
Well,
to talk.
they move the goalpost, you know? It's like, oh, well, yeah, like she had to do that. Like they can't, trust me, if I've done even one of the 20,000 things she's done, I would have been canceled by now, you know? She's gotten a pass for faking cancer. She's gotten a pass for scamming older men. She's gotten a pass for leaving her dogs. She got a pass for leaving her children.
A pass for not paying her child support, a pass for not filing for custody, but then she did, but then she didn't, a pass for lying about it
It
14
is
times,
It's crazy that she's
a
gotten
pass for not having a job,
lying about going to therapy, taking advantage of people that go to therapy. I mean, grifting that community,
a pass for lying about SA,
everything.
physical.
All that. And, people, I don't get a pass because I'm out here speaking the
Pass
truth.
for partying and getting drunk every night but not seeing your kids, a pass for not
Yeah.
seeing his son on his birthday. I mean, honestly,
Catfishing
I'm
her
just
best
spewing
friend.
these.
Catfishing her best
Yeah.
friend.
Cancer 3 times. Even
Giving
blame
her
Andrew, but then
child.
she did it before him and after him
And
twice
she
or
gave
3
her
times.
and she gave her child cancer. So yeah, it's one of those things that I don't get a pass because of the way I presented it. It's because I'm telling the truth, or they don't like my face, you know. Yep, we're still here, Jenna. Thank you for joining.
That's not Jenna, that's just Jen with a G.
Oh, Jen with a G. Yeah, we still hear Jen with a G. Ric Flair's her uncle. I'm actually shook. Buddy, you gotta move on. Nah, we can't move on, girl. We not moving on.
You want me to send you Carol's username and you guys can have a conversation?
Yeah, exactly.
His cult is attacking me.
Why
You know what?
can't we move on?
We'll be in the Andrew cult, but at least we're not in Scientology.
I can move on, but it's not the time to move on. There's so many victims that need my help. There's so many future victims, probably much unlike yourself, that need my help. So I am here.
Jen's gonna make me get back on my soapbox.
Yeah. Nah, she's a troll. She's been in the lobby and she just clicked in.
Can
so-
you see when they're in the lobby?
No, you can't.
Oh, thank God, because I do that to people all the time, and you too. So
you
I just
can't.
wanted to make sure.
She's here to be a troll. She's
I do
been
that to
watching-
you, and then I'll ignore your text messages and be like, "Sorry, I was sleeping."
Oh yeah. No, she's been watching this whole time. She's like, let me just come in and be a troll. It's all good. Jen with a G. No, again, people they don't get it because they haven't taken the time. And you like to block people? Wow, that's all right. Some people need to be blocked, So
I was gonna come in and remember when I blocked that one girl while she was live with you, so it kicked her off? I was gonna do that to Carol or Carolyn, whatever the fuck her name was, and then immediately say I'm back. I thought it was iconic, but then I was listening to her and I was like, I'll let her talk.
Well, like what Kirsten said is why I'm still here. The victims wouldn't even be speaking out. They wouldn't even be found. These victims wouldn't have a place. So because of me, these victims have a place now. They are able to speak out. They are able to share their stories.
Even if they didn't share the story with Andrew, Cece, whether they did it with Cece or not, Cece wouldn't have
even known to talk about
like, right. I'm not saying that like Andrew gave her something. I'm just saying that like, because I like Cece, so I don't even want to get involved in that. I'm just like in any controversy with that. I'm just saying that Cece wouldn't have known to talk about it unless Andrew did. Like, so I think she built the like whatever, you know, her podcast by herself, but like she wouldn't even have known to look into it and start talking about it or research it unless Andrew was going.
She wouldn't even made a podcast.
Right. Like it wouldn't even exist because no one would be believing Andrew. Like people would be believing Liz. People would still be being scammed by her, sending her money. Like, I mean, they are, but to a much higher scale.
Yeah. So this is what we're here for. So, you know, again, love it, hate it. We're not going nowhere. We're here.
I don't want to jump on the CC bashing because I like CC. She's my friend, but
yeah,
I appreciate. No, I mean the comments. I respect people have other opinions, and that's fine. I'm not here to change them, but I do think CC brought additional eyes to the story.
What about Sherilyn?
Oh, sorry, CC and Sherilyn, the pod. So I you make me feel bad now.
That's my Canadian connection girl right there.
I guess so they are both in it together. I don't know why. I think because Sherilyn stays in the background. Like, I don't mean she's like in the background, but like I think she doesn't like go live and talk about it like and stuff. So she purposely stays back in the background a little bit. So I accidentally leave her out.
The fact that the whole thread is women. Yeah, that should be telling to anyone. The fact that there's actually men in here. Yeah, there's some men in here. But I'm just saying that the fact that I have so many women supporters should speak volumes.
I feel I wonder what the percentage is on like
90,
users on TikTok in total that are women versus men, because
For me?
No,
Just
in total.
Oh.
It's more women than men for sure.
Probably 9-1.
Yeah. So no matter what given live, like any given live you go into, it's gonna be.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess if it has to be 100, I think it's 90-10, 88-12.
We have a Nigerian king in presence.
I've got bigger than. Does that count for something? Yeah, it counts for something for sure, Nikki.
It does.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. I don't mind the haters. I never mind them. I'm still here. People were talking about this, and I called this a while ago. I said, you know,
I mind them.
people are like, oh, we're still talking about this. And I said, when it's 6 months, a year later, and we're still talking about it, it's only going to get bigger.
DoorDashian girl.
Yeah. The thing about it is, this isn't even as big as it's going to get. It's still, there's still so much. I'd say what, 40%? You want to fight with me? I appreciate that. What do you think, Jella? You think it's like 40%?
Sorry, I went to Crystal's page to watch one of her dumbass videos. What did you say?
I said, of the whole story, I feel like we're not even at 40% of the way like told.
Through the whole story?
I mean, just all the stuff. I mean,
well,
counting her having to go to jail, having a trial, FBI stuff.
I don't even think so. I think you're right. I don't even think we're halfway through because, and I don't even know if you're going to get into this, but you haven't even actually gotten into the stuff with the KIDS and I don't know if you will, but like that to me is like maybe halfway. Like the stuff that she's like actually done to yours. And like the court and all that stuff involving your children. Like I just don't.
Yeah, like we haven't even had our first divorce court hearing in my story yet.
And that to me is like, to me that'll always hold the most weight. Like victims can come through, and I feel bad for them, and I think it's terrible, and I hope that she stops skimming people, but nothing is going to surpass what she's done to your children and continues to lie about to this day.
Good luck on that exam, Samantha. Y'all can just ignore me. Y'all know that
You know, you can just keep scrolling, right? Like, how are you going to be in someone else's fucking live and then say you can ignore me? Like, okay, girl, like scroll on then.
No,
I would prefer it. Okay,
my-
no problem.
My computer kind of crashed out today as I was trying to upload some lives.
Mute.
So I gotta figure that out.
Guys, don't worry. You can all ignore Crystal because she's been muted, so it's much easier.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. These like at this point with the trolls, like I don't know.
I normally just like, in general, like just let them go, but
I don't
like
mind
she's
that.
like, just ignore me. Like, okay, we will. Bye. You can watch and we'll ignore you.
I just think that I don't know. It's just it is wild with all this stuff still coming out, people speaking out, and you know, I feel like I mean I love you guys, but I don't know if there was half this stuff out there about me. I don't think anyone would be trolling any account in my defense. Like I don't know. Like am I in denial for that? Like how is it that she still has people with all the shit she's done? If I've done like 3 of those things, like I guarantee you there'd be no one in any live saying anything like trolling for me. Yeah, not on an attorney for sure.
Is Chell a friend, if I remember, or a TikToker?
He's a little
If
bit
you
of a
haven't
problem.
heard, I'm actually his ex-wife's public stalker, and public stalking, to be specific.
Well, when you were about to talk about that Brie girl, I was like, did you public stalk her?
No, I just searched her. Like I searched her on Reddit to see what would come up.
I'm just kidding.
I'm sure there'll be a clip of that somewhere on the internet.
I'm just kidding. You have to catch up. Yeah. The next 2 videos are going to be pretty good. So I'm kind of
Wait, is it the one that you told me about when I was driving earlier? It's not this part of the storyline. It's something else.
Give me a hint.
Give you a hint? You gave me the hint. You said you were going to do a story about someone in particular.
No, I didn't do
A video, I mean. No.
No.
What did you do this whole time? Did you go live as soon as we hung up?
No, I recorded the next 2 episodes.
Oh, you didn't post them yet, though?
No.
You told me you had 8 videos to record tonight. So you did 2 and then you went live?
Yes.
Got it. Noted.
Very good. Good math.
Thank you. Someone's got to be good at math.
Yeah. She has an assistant position opening up. Really wants to help her out. Yeah. 125 a year. That's pretty good.
Plus benefits, guys. Plus benefits.
Of course, you gotta throw the benefits in there.
He won't say what the benefits are, but there's benefits.
Oh, there's benefits. Anything going on with Elle? I don't know. I guess she's freaking out over the last episode.
Is she?
Yeah, I guess she messaged CC.
No, she didn't. Oh, because it has what's her face in it. Damn.
No, the baby daddy.
Oh. You know, she always told everyone that he never met his dad, but he did.
Wait. How do you know she messaged Chris too?
I'll watch it, Brooklyn.
Do we know that? How do we know that, Angie? Was that in the post? Cece said alive. Hello.
They're into docs who? Cece or Elle? Both of them are public, so I don't understand how you could dox either one of those. Like, you can find whatever you want on the internet about anybody.
Next thing you know, her and Brie are gonna team up in a video.
Brie doesn't even know what she's talking about. There's something's off there. I
could listen to her talk all day though.
She literally was like, no, his current wife. Everyone's like, well, he's not married. Yes, he is. They're like, no, he's not. Yes, he is. Like, okay.
Yeah, because she probably watched the video and heard me say my wife at the time. Has anyone heard from Annie? No, no one's heard from Annie. Kirsten. Annie, I think Annie is with Toby. I think they're locked in a dungeon somewhere.
Hopefully Annie's son's not hungry. Rumor has it he's still asking for McDonald's. I'm gonna get a nasty gram now just for that one comment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get like a whole slew of videos about me, or she's gonna join the live.
You're gonna have 5 videos made because you
Just because of that one single comment I made to be funny.
She's like, don't talk about my son.
Don't go there, Andrew.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Maybe Annie can pick us up all of us up some Mickey D's.
There were the puppies left behind. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, left her dogs, and then it's
even
like
the dogs she left have better care than her children that she left. Not Andrew's too, but the.
Well, I like how she was like, and how do we know that? It's like, yeah, how do we know that? It's like
Veggie Girl. She's got 3 cars. They are all at 125% loan to value, but that doesn't matter. Just 3 cars. And probably a couple tractors.
Peter Griffin has 3 cars. Dude, the only thing that she is more loyal to is that wheelie closet.
Stella, don't go there.
That wheelie closet does not leave her side.
I saw a video of this girl in New York City pushing like this golden, like, wheelie closet, I guess, down the street. Did I send that to you? I was dying.
Oh my god.
I was like, I picture this because like she was pushing it down like Manhattan, like a crosswalk in Manhattan, and I was like, I literally picture this as Liz like moving her wheelie cart to the next house.
Probably.
Hi, Kay. I'm back. Someone said, I don't think Annie's cornbread is done. I can't even say it. I don't think it. Someone just said, I don't think Annie's cornbread is done in the middle. Oh my god.
Yeah, if she doesn't find it on the wheelie closet, then she just borrows it from the one.
Cornbread.
That cornbread, it's kind of like a gravy or like a grit. It's rough. It's rough.
Oh my god.
She does look like Gru.
No, I'm a Capricorn. But thank you.
All right. I think I'm gonna get off.
Okay. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Andrew's kicking me off.
We missed
If you miss me, just know that it's because of Andrew. Okay, bye. Oh, you too, Jean-Marie. Okay, bye-bye.
Miss you.
Look at all these Capricorns. Yeah.
You'll be back for pizza? Yeah, Wednesday I'm doing pizza.
How do I get out of here?
Oh, her husband is Peter Griffin? Oh, for real?
Oh, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, he does look like
Did you see the comment earlier about the podcast I saw? No. Which podcast did you see? The goats don't play. Kara already took that page. These lines are short logos. Yeah, these lines are wild. Taylor, the friend, was talking about crazy visual women. Liz was in there. Wait, what? Liz was in there? Like literally, she was in the podcast. Anything for the populace. Oh, and when the guests are on, I'm sorry I don't pay attention to the chat, but any gifts, I appreciate the gifts that were sent and everyone that came in to say hi. The cupcake video is in there. Send it to me. Send it to me. I'll take a look at it. I have a bunch of videos I gotta do over the next few days. So, all right. Well, I'm about to get off, but I appreciate everybody. I'll be on tomorrow and Wednesday. I'm doing the cooking, the pizzas. So hopefully you guys join. I'll probably have the girls on for that one. So, yeah, it should be good. Thank you so much, Angie, for the confetti. Oh wait, I didn't even look. Did the oh the gift? Oh, you guys did the gift gallery. Sweet. Thank you for getting those gifts on the gift gallery. I think they're the same. They never change them. It's the exact same from last week. Oh, and we even got a fest pop. Awesome. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, it was super good. I appreciate the guests coming on. Chella, Carolyn, appreciate you guys. Always a pleasure. And we'll see you all tomorrow. What's the heart? It's the page. I can't find it. I don't like it. Oh, the red. If you go to dad.com in the profile, it has the YT link, but it is my username here. I don't think I have the 2 on it though. But if you go to dad.com profile, you click on the beacons link, it has the it should have all the socials on there. And I've been trying to post the lives, but it crashed today. I was trying to upload 2. So I got something to catch up on. I got to figure it out. So anyways, appreciate y'all. Have a great night. Love you. Bye.